Alright, good evening. Let's try this camera thing here first. Oh, there, I was a little slow. Apologize for a little bit of a late start. It's been one of them days and weeks I could probably just stack these up. Alright, hey Cabe. We had a decent Monday. Get the hands washed off here and then we'll get started. Any unsolds? There's a few. The list on the left has them all marked by X's. Nobody from F1. Couple of principals, I guess. But the unsolds, they're usually the unsolds for me, so I didn't really list them. Alright. Just set up. Looky dookie. Refresh this screen. I'm way behind there. Alright. Without further delay, since I've been delaying a lot. Oh, that's why this is always weird. There. That's better. Last trick I did, it's like, why is it off the edge of the camera? No, I know. Alright, half case number 12. Again, these are all loose boxes. With the lovely 5-box ordering limit from GTS, they are apparently going to ride that to the grave. I was going to look today to see if they blowouts and steel and them guys have pushed back the Flagship of 2022 yet. To say I'm enormously skeptical would be an understatement. That it comes out in a few weeks. Did they? Okay. Like, GTS, to me, hasn't even acknowledged that it exists. So I'm like, I even asked the guy, my sales rep, I'm like, what's going on with that? And he's like, I don't know, it's not in our system. I'm like, alright. So that must have been the preliminary date from whenever. But I see all the baseball stuff from this year is getting pushed to Christmas and beyond. So, they got some issues. Alright, here we go. Max on the checkers. We get a nice red patch or something here today. Russell and Capito on the flagship. Blueprint. And that'll go to George since nobody had Yost. Congrats on that, Mark. Lewis. Checkers. Max in a car. Yeah, November. I think you'll be lucky to see it by April. This stuff was almost a year delayed when it came out. Leclerc, Apex, and Resta. Boschung, 61. Fernando Alonso on the checkers. Skip the sleeving on those guys until later, I guess. Giovinazzi Vasseur. Gonna go to Antonio and Nathan. Leclerc, checkers. Dan Ticktum with the flag. And Giovinazzi. And a little gold. 61 for Lyriums and Delhi. Yabe. 39 out of 50 for the house. I'll rub it in for a little bit. Piastri, checkers. Kimi Räikkönen, throwback. Gasly, checkers. And that's the first half of box 1. If you were in half case number 11, it was sorted on this desk for 3 days and I never got a chance to ship it. So, I will combine that break and this break together. You'll see a shipping refund. Don't panic if you see a refund come through. That's just me combining everything. But I'll ship them all off together. I'll start sorting this right away. So I apologize for the delay on getting that out. The old 9 to 5 is turning into, are you awake? Well, then you can work. At least it feels like. Today was 6 to 7:30. Right. Next up, Yuki and Leclerc. Alonso, Apex, and Total Wolf. Ocon, Brivio. Headed to Esteban. And Nathan. Well, that's the only way they can score any runs, Ron. Hamilton. Curb hopping. Lando Norris on the flag. Max. Bottas on the 61 with Nissani. Hamilton, Apex. Checo, checkered. Stroll and Zofnauer. Gonna head to Lance and Jason. Thumbs up from Mr. Ocon. And a blue, Charles Leclerc out of 99. $93 out of 99 for Charles. Congrats there, Nick. Zoe in the car. David Beckman out of 199. Lucky me. 169 out of 199 there. Gasly checkers. And that is going to be, with a Piastri on the bottom, box number 1. Turned out to be quite the eventful, silly season for F1 this year, with Piastri causing all sorts of stuff. Gasly finally getting out of Red Bull. Probably. Nick ditching Ferrari. Maybe. Alright, box 2. Mr. Steiner out of 199. $189 out of 199 for Gunter. That's on that, Tim. And Lewis taking checkers. Gasly, throwback, signs. Verstappen and Horner. We'll random this off unless we get 2 of them. Because Josh has got Christian and Ken has Verstappen. Short spin on a checkered flag. Leclerc, Apex, Verstappen, again checkers. Nannini on the flag. Lewis and confetti. Danny Ricciardo, 61, and Gasly. Mr. Alonso on the photo variation. That's on that, John. Checo. Oh, no worries, Peter. Alonso and Brivio. And again, going to John. Gasly. Porsche car. And that is halfway through 2. Yeah, Tim, they must really have a thing for Oscar. Either that or they're not paying him much, so they could justify it. Buying everybody else off. Alright, second half of box 2. Russell, 61. And Samaya. Fernando, Apex, Checo. Signs and Benotto. Gonna head to Carlos and Jason. Fuzzy. Total. And some more gold. Guess I should have kept it the way it was. Nick Latifi. Is this gold? 8 out of 50 for Nick. Congrats there, Jason. Sapphire, I have a case on order. I'm a little hesitant about putting it on eBay because the 2 breaks I did before that was a troll magnet. So, Hamilton on the checkers. So I might pop that in the group first to try to limit my exposure to the eBay funk. Lewis, Apex, Vettel, checkers. Drogovic and Ocon. And more gold coming up. First, we got a Yuki Toast. Gonna head to Yuki and Kenton. Leclerc. Esteban Ocon with the flag. Yuki riding in a car. And it's going to be a gold flag for Carlos Sainz. $25 out of 50 for Carlos. Congrats there, Jason. Boschung. And that was box 2. Yeah, there'll be a full case of chrome first. I'll try to get that to eBay probably Thursday night. I don't think I want to make it tomorrow night because I got to work tomorrow night again. So once I get through that full case of chrome, Sapphire is next up. I feel your pain, Tim, because that's how it would go for me. On the flip side, this is box 3. So let's find the piece of fabric here. All right. Like I said, number 3. Stroll on the flag. And Max Lewis on the grid. Zindelli with Nannini. Lando and Seidel on the blueprint. Gonna head to Lando and Tim. Drogovic, checkered flag. Gasly on the apex. Verstappen. And a blue out of 99 for Christian Horner. $69 out of 99 for Christian. Congrats on that, Joss. Yeah, it's been okay color so far. Kimi Räikkönen checkers. Lando and Tictum. Tictum again out of 199. $109 out of 199. Congrats on that, Mark. Then we got David Beckman. Blueprint for Mick and Steiner. Tim and Peter. Gonna argue about this one a little bit later. Ocon gives that a thumbs up. Another confetti Lewis. And that is the first half of 3. Alright, second half of 3. More gold. And more gold for Fernando Alonso. They have misspoke. The first gold for Fernando. 14 out of 50. Congrats on that, John. By the way, a couple nice cards for Alonso. Drogovic checkered flag. Mazepin and Fernando. Checo, Apex, and Leclerc. Russell and Capito. Again headed to George and Mark. And a George portrait checkers. And upside down, Yuki Tsunoda out of 199. $26 out of 199 for Yuki. Congrats on that, Kenton. Oh yeah. Thanks, Tim. Sorry, I'm zoning out here. Giovinazzi checkers. Russell, Apex, Gasly checkered. Vettel and Alonso. Ocon, Brivio. Get headed to Esteban and Nathan. Sato on the checkers. Mick with the flag. Yuri Vips. And that is halfway through 3. Actually, that'll get us all the way through 3. See, I'm mentally out of it here tonight for whatever reason. Halfway, and still looking for our first relic. No, sir. There was a photo variation. I don't know if that matters. Up to 3 golds. 4 golds. Should have bought a blaster to even our odds back out. Ah, there we go. I think there's one in there. That felt a little thicker at least. Oop. All right, here we go, number 4. Verstappen and Horner. Next makes a pair, so 1 for Ken, 1 for Joss. Alonso, checkers. Vettel and Gasly. Well, we're going to end the relic cold streak right now. Whoops. With a Lewis Hamilton photo variation on top of it. William. I think it's the first time I've broke for you, so congrats on that. Sato. And our relic. I can see the old Barber pinstripes coming up. It's going to be a gold for Nick Latifi. Had a red out of 5 for him the last break. Fun of Latifi stashes. 8 out of 50 for Nicholas. Congrats there, Jason. Let's see if I can do my best to tip him over at some point. Yuki, checkers. Alonso, Brivio. Again for Fernando. Fernando, checkers. Ocon and Max. Sainz and Binotto. Another one for Carlos. Samayo. Lewis out of 199. Stereo winner. $25 out of 199 for Lewis. So, checkered portrait. Alonso and Dragovic. Schwartzman and Mazepin will get us halfway through box 4. And the thing with the $70 blasters is I've seen a fair decent amount with having relics or even 2 relics in them. When they first came out, it seemed to be like there was a lot of relics and double relic boxes everywhere. So even at $75, it may not be, if you're relic chasing. Obviously not guaranteeing anything, but because they shot up to like 100 and a quarter or something pretty damn fast on that nose. Giovinazzi and Vips. Yeah, they were 20, I think, supposed to be initially. Verstappen, Apex, or Leclerc. At worst, probably 30. Russell. Hamilton and Giovinazzi. Lewis and Toto. Another one for the random watch. Nannini. Dragovic, checkers. Kimmy and Max. Ricardo. And Hamilton again on the podium. To get us through box 4. I mean, this stuff when it came out, I think the factory pre-order was $48 a box. So you figure they probably MSRP'd at 60, maybe 70. Oh, 30 or more, I bet, this year for Blaster. What are Blasters going for? For like Flagship baseball. I think they're like 30 or 35. And Fanatics buying tops at the peak of the COVID bubble. Ooh. I have a feeling they're going to make a lot of stuff. I guess you could already see it with all the soccer. Was it like Road to the Champions League final or something? Like, what the hell is that? Then the name, image, license, football stuff. Basketball. Yeah, it's gonna get crazy, I think, in the next couple of years. People thought it was the junk wax era before. I think we're about to see another one. Panini, I thought, had to make 38. 36, 38? I thought that was what their contract was. Alright, number 5. Nick. Bottas. Of course, Topps pumps out a lot of baseball releases, too. Carlos Sainz. And Ricardo. Checo and Horner. Nick with Sergio. And Joss with Christian. Again, another random. Lewis. Zendelli out of 199. 198 out of 199 here for Lyrium. Lewis, checkers. And another relic. Making up for lost time. Could it be blue? Or this guy? Should be a solid $5. $33 out of 99 for Lewis. Again, William. Congrats. I guess Fernando's up here. We'll have to boot him off. Pascal. Moncho. Then there's Yuki and Daletta. Dasani on the flag. Liam Lawson. Gasly and Toast. Again for Pierre. Then we got Mazepin. Carlos Sainz, checkers. That is halfway through 5. Yeah, I don't know if Topps is going to produce that much on F1 or not. I do know last year's Chrome, or 2020's Chrome, let me rephrase that. That came out at like a $50 a box, $60 a box, ordering from the factory or pre-order or what have you. Last year's 2021 was $245 per box on release pre-order. So they're really ramping up the pricing on stuff behind the scenes. That might be the route they take. Yeah, I can't see Chrome getting to $3,000 a box again. But I can see him charging that on initial release. Bastian and Beckman. Because you got suckers like me who, you know, I don't order it, they just tell me what I'm getting. Bottas, Apex, and Vettel. And they shame you if you don't take it. Vettel and Zofnauer on the blueprint. Gonna go to Sebastian and Theodore. Zendelli. Yeah. That I do. Gasly out of 199. But it's been more good than bad here recently. Of course, now I'm getting all this overtime elite stuff. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with that. 9 out of 199 for Pierre. That's the only bummer part. Lando Norris on the checkers. And then they'll give me like a partial case. Like I can't even do anything with this stuff. Dragovich on a checkered flag. Latifi. Kimmy. And Russell with his granola bar. Leclerc Binotto on the blueprint. Headed to Chuck. Toast. Checkers. Carlos Sainz Apex and Vettel checkers will get us through 5 boxes. Here we go, final box. See if we can end on 3 straight relics. Yeah, I've seen some stinkers Chronicles too, but some good ones. I guess that's the way it goes. Ricardo Apex and James Allison start off box number 6. Mazepin, Nannini, Kimi, and Vasseur. Gonna head to Kimi and Matthew. Schwartzman. Yuki on the flag. Shuey for Lewis. And yes, we are. Another relic. Looks like a base flavor for Pierre Gasly. $118 out of $155 for Pierre. Tim, congrats on that. Been teasing you all break about stuff you had last time. Carlos Sainz. Mr. Dragovich and James Key. Bosch Chung on the flag with a Lando portrait. Stroll Zoffnauer. Again, that one will head to Lance. Marcus Armstrong. Zendali checkers. And we are halfway through 6. I guess on the F1 side, I'd like Topps to take a break on Dynasty just because it all looks the same, like 21 and 20. Maybe run out of Turbo Threads, Museum, Luminaries if you want a single encase card like Luminaries is. Kind of adds variety, especially if you're only going to have a couple releases. That's my fantasy, at least. You know, Panini could do the same thing for the NASCAR stuff. You know, it's all kind of mundane at this point. You get the Donruss, the Chronicles, the Prism, the NT. You know, year after year after year. Here we go, last of 6, Zendelli and Vettel. Yeah, I'm sure Topps trying to get people to sign for cards has got to be spendy and a pain in the butt for him. Lando on the Apex, Lewis, especially for the F1 drivers. Bottas and Toto. Theodore and Joss. Another random here in a few minutes. Mick. Marino Sato out of 199. I don't know if it's part of the contract, if it really matters, though. I mean, you look at Leaf. I mean, it was news that they sued CeeDee Lamb for not signing cards, even though he had a signed contract for it. 182 out of 199 for Sato. So, and you figure when these guys are getting paid 20, 30 million a year, what's, buzz off with your cards. Gunther Steiner on the checkers. LeClaire. Lando gets me every time. Lando on the 61 with Tictum. Another 22 Lando. Giovinazzi and Vasseur. Get headed to Antonio with the blueprint. Verstappen. Ocon, Apex, Yuki. And there was their 6 boxes. Yeah, I remember last year I had a couple F2 guys, which, I don't know. I guess if I was an F2 guy, why wouldn't you sign it? But I could see guys like Max and Lewis and, I ain't got time for that crap. Go away, kid, you're bothering me. Alright, I get this cleaned up here. We'll get a recap quick. Alright, we're going to have 4 randoms at the end of all this for the blueprints of Bottas, Wolf, Lewis and Wolf, Perez, Horner, and Mick Steiner. Alright, my stack of colors I'm just going to throw on the table. Light blues out of 199. And Sato in the car. Have a good night, Tim. Thanks. As always. Blues out of 99. A couple of these guys. Christian Horner and Leclerc. Some golds. Not standing up. Zendelli, 61. Fernando Alonso and Nick Latifi. All out of 50. And in our showcase, we had a gold flag out of 50 for Carlos Sainz. A couple of photo variations. Lewis and Fernando Alonso. And then a relic base for Pierre Gasly out of 155. Lewis Hamilton blue out of 99. And Nick Latifi. Just knew I was going to tip him over out of 50. So if you don't want to hang around for these exciting randoms, I do appreciate all the bids. Again, if you're in break 11, they'll get shipped with this. So hopefully you'll have that number tomorrow or the day after at the latest. Alright. Keyboard down. We'll start with Mr. Schumacher and Gunther Steiner. Well, I guess we'll just go with that. This has been sitting here stale since the last time I did one of these breaks. Schumacher Steiner. It's got to be more than 5 on the dice roll. Let's just refresh this since it's been a while. And lucky number 7. Here we go. There's 4, 5, 6, and to win, Mr. Steiner. All right, next up, Sergio and Christian. Nine times this go around. Four. 7, 8, and 9. Christian Horner. All right, now we're headed to Team Mercedes. First up, to Lewis and total. Nine times again. Here we go. Six. Not a lot of activity here. And this has stayed Hamilton and Wolf 4-8 times. I smell a rat. Alright, so we're going to leave it at 9. So that's a good number. Try this again. There we go, a little life. 5. 8 and 9. Total at the last second. All right, Bottas in total. Last chance for a driver to win one of these blueprints. That'd be more than 5. Big old 10. All right, here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and number 10, Total Wolf. 4 blueprints, 4 winning principles. Alrighty, well, that'll do it for me. I'll start to get the sorting and shipping here, get caught up. Again, apologize for kind of falling behind. I'll do my best to get this out the door ASAP, so you get it before the weekend, hopefully. Yeah, there's a baseball break tomorrow night, Tier 1, I think. There's a full case of Chrome in the Facebook group that has landed with a gigantic thud. So pretty much everything is available there if anybody's interested. If not, that'll get moved to eBay probably Thursday night to break next week, Tuesday. So, outside of that, if I don't see you then, have a good holiday weekend. We'll catch you later.